Hi there, everyone. It's me, Esther Bartkiw. I am a holistic therapist. I'm a spiritual mentor, energy healer, retreat leader. I am a facilitator of change and transformation in your life. And today I would like to talk to you about background people. All right. So the term I use is background people, but some people call them extras, like extras in the movie, right? There's the main characters and then the extras in the movie. And some people call them non-player characters. And I believe that's a term from video games. All right. I'm not a gamer, but I have a little bit of understanding of video games. And right, there's always the main characters, the good guys, the bad guys. Maybe there's the damsel in distress or someone you're rescuing. I don't know. But then there's characters in the background that kind of slip in, slip out, slip in, slip out. All right. So when I talk about background people, this is going to sound really strange, very weird. So if it doesn't interest you, move on to another video. But if it interests you, stick around because I want to hear your thoughts on this. When I talk about background people, there is, I'm going to call it a theory, that not everybody in your reality is a real human being, a spirit in physical form. That many of the people in your reality in this world are background people. They are just energy or holograms, and they're soulless. But they just move around. They move around in the play, the story of your life, of this world. There's many people who talk about and believe that the population of the earth is not as high as we've been told. Now, as we're awakening, we understand we've been told a lot of mistruths about history, about the world, about the universe. And so there's a lot of discussion and speculation that the population of the world is not 7.8 billion people. It is actually much less than that. And a lot of the people that we see when we look around and say so many people are actually these background people, extras in our story, in our play, in our movie, in our simulation. And we each create these background players because we are the creators of our reality. So when you walk into a stadium to see a sports game and you believe that it's going to be full, it is going to be full of people, but perhaps many of them in those seats are background people. Okay? And if you go into that stadium thinking, oh, it's going to be empty, nobody wants to be here today, those background people are gone. Okay? And how do you recognize background people? They're usually very nondescript, or you could say they're very familiar in looking, like you see them in your home city, and then you go to another province or country or state, and it's like, oh my gosh, that person looks so familiar. Like, don't they hang out in my hometown? So sometimes they look familiar. They're usually quite, I want to say bland, you know, just like drone worker bee. You can tell that there's a lack of lifelessness with them. They're just kind of moving in and moving out. That's the best way I can explain this. Listen, I've had an experience with background people. I've done some asking of information about background people. But to be honest with you, I never really focused on it. I've never spoken about this in public before, only with close friends and colleagues. But the reason why I'm doing it today is because 2 or 3 days ago, I was on Twitter and someone mentioned background people. And I went, oh my goodness, I haven't heard about that. I haven't thought about it in a very long time. And it just triggered awarenesses of the lack of background people that I am noticing right now. Okay, so this post on Twitter it started with, where are all the people? Okay, so I understand when we were in lockdown and we couldn't go out, you didn't see a lot of people. There weren't a lot of people on the streets. My goodness, I was in Bucharest. I would walk to the supermarket to get groceries. I'm in the center of the city, ghost town. I'm seeing pictures of New York City, ghost town, pictures of Toronto, ghost town. Okay. And then even after everything started to open up again and people started coming out, there was a smaller amount of people on the street. Now, some people might say to me, well, Bucharest is a big tourist city and the tourists are not coming in. Yes, where the tourists hang out, it was definitely quiet, and I can see that that would have the effect. Then some people said to me, well, some people are still scared. They're in the home. Okay, I give you that. And then some people said to me, well, more people are working from home. Yes, I give you that. But still, honestly, for downtown city Bucharest, the number of people on the street after we were finally let free to go and walk and be in the sunshine and interact and do shopping more than just, the supermarkets, it was weird. It was weird. And then when I got to Montenegro, again, lack of people. Now, the obvious is the tourists are not coming in, and it's usually booming with tourists right now. So I thought, okay, maybe the lack of people I'm noticing is lack of tourists. But then I went to the beach. The first day I went to the beach and I looked around and I saw that while the beach was not crowded, like last year, you couldn't even find a little space of sand to put your towel. While the beach was not crowded, as I looked at those people who were under their umbrellas and in their sunbeds, all of a sudden I went, my gosh, these are background people. I bet you there's even less people here than I think. And now I'm really aware of it and I'm looking around. So the background people, what's their purpose? They're to be non-character actors in our story, like really extras. Think about extras in the movie. They just fill in the scene. Okay? We created them. But if you're interacting with somebody and they've created background people, as you tune into their story, their reality, right? You might be experiencing background people that other people have created. And what if there are people on this earth, and we know that there are, we call them cabal, we call them deep state, Illuminati, some people call them the elite, I call them the delete. What if they're creating background people, right? To shape a narrative, to shape a story, to manipulate us, to fool us, to do all kinds of things. And then my mind went to these riots and protests that are happening in the US. What if there's just a few real spirit and human body people like you and I at these places, and the rest are background people to support a narrative? So I'm going in all kinds of directions. And again, I sit with it in meditation and I ask for more information. And basically everything that I told you is what has either been confirmed from what I got before or supported. And I keep being told that this term, background people, extra people, or what was the other one? Non-player characters. That's the one. It's going to become an even more important concept to be aware of in the days ahead. All right. So I'm interested to hear from you. Have you heard about this before? Is this just weird for you and you've moved on? Is this something that you're curious about? Have you had these kind of encounters? Do you know about it? I believe that when I first heard this term, I think it was about 2013 is when I had my first experience with background people and I didn't know what was going on. where I was in an airport, and I noticed background people in airport all the time. And they're the ones that are always zipping, walking up and down, going in and out. It's like, it's just very routine, pattern, monotonous, back and forth, back and forth. Then there's like the people sitting beside me and eating and talking, and I'm having a conversation with them, and they get up and they go to the bathroom. And I know that those are real spirit and human body, physical people. And then there's the background people rolling their luggage up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And I remember sitting in the airport, because sometimes I have layovers, and I was watching this and I'm like, these people don't seem real to me. It's like I could see beyond the illusion of it. And that's when I started asking questions. Okay, what's going on here? That term background people came to me. And I believe Dolores Cannon talks about this. So if I remember correctly, back then, I watched a couple of her videos on it. So if that's something you want more information about, please just, search Dolores Cannon background people. I don't know what the term is that she used, maybe extras, and you can get some more information there. But I have certainly had my experience with it. I'm talking about it today because, as I said, it came up recently in Twitter. Where are the people? And when I took it to my team, I was told that this concept is going to become more important in the days ahead. So if you're sitting there thinking, okay, Esther, I'm really interested in this. I'm curious about this. How do I tune into these people? How do I know more about it? Well, there's, just the basic ascension strategies. Open yourself to greater consciousness. Just by watching this video, maybe for you, you're having an aha or an awareness, or you're learning about a possibility. Okay, I'm putting a possibility out there that you didn't know about before. That's opening up to greater consciousness. And if you're interested in this topic, then research. Ask your own spirit team. Open up to even greater consciousness about it. Ask the question. Are there background people? Is this theory about extras in a movie in our lives? Is it true? Ask. And as soon as you ask, the information is on its way to you. The information will come. And I'm a testament of that, because every time I ask, very quickly, I would say within less than 48 hours, I get the information I'm looking for, usually within the same day. And then the other way to open up to greater consciousness, to really receive information. Because sometimes we're getting information, but people say to me, Esther, I'm not hearing it. I'm not knowing it. I don't understand it. Well, you raise your vibration, okay? Keep raising your vibration, just little by little, creating a new foundational vibrational platform from which to live. When you raise your vibration, you move into alignment with your inner being. I call it your soul essence, that spark of you that is God, that spark of you that is source creator. That's your true self, okay? Then you're aligning with your higher self, your higher, wiser, beautiful self that knows everything about you and will help you to navigate this earth experience. You move into greater alignment with what I call God, you may call universe, source energy. That means you're all on the same frequency, the same vibration, the same highway. So when information, guidance, direction, inspirations, ideas, thoughts, impulses of action come, you are in alignment to receive it. You will hear it. You will know it. You will sense it. And you can trust it because it's coming as you are in a higher vibration. All right? So raise your vibration, vibe up. And the next Vibe Up, I am going to be hosting Vibe Up and Line Up. It's a Raise Your Vibration event, 30-day event, starts September 6th. I am doing it in partnership with From Heartache to Joy Telesummit this time around. And during this program, I am going to be teaching you and sharing with you tips, tools, techniques, energy, exercises to help you to raise your vibration quickly, easily, efficiently. These are proven vibration raising techniques. In fact, if you do these exercises in 1 month, you will have raise your vibration in 30 days to the next level, perfect for you. You will have a toolbox of vibration rising techniques you can use anytime, anywhere, even when there's people around, even when you're on the metro, okay, when you're in the supermarket. It doesn't cost anything to do these techniques, and they work. I'm going to teach you how to assess your vibration and determine where you want to get to next as your next vibrational foundation from which you are living and manifesting from. And when you find yourself spiraling down, because we do, we're living a very human experience with lots of stuff happening around us, especially this year of 2020, our vibration is going to dip. When you catch it, how to turn that around quickly. And of course, when you raise your vibration, not only do you move into alignment with true self and higher self and God's source energy to hear these messages, which is a huge benefit and a really big deal, you move into greater alignment to consciously manifest that which you desire in your life. And in a higher vibration, you are able to affect more of the positive change you want to see in the world, plus so much more. So I invite you to join us. We are starting soon. Sign up now so that you're all set on the platform, ready to get vibing up September 6th. I'm going to put a link below that you can click on to get more details about the Vibe Up and sign up. If there's no link and you're saying, where do I sign up, Esther? It is orderjoy2020.com/Esther, ESTHER. So orderjoy2020.com/Esther, ESTHER. All the information is there. Now, getting back to these background people, please leave me a comment below. Please be kind. I'm kind of going out on a limb talking about this. Honestly, I'm sitting here recording this thinking, should I post it? Should I not post it? Should I post it? Should I not post it? And all I keep hearing is, this is going to be important information in the future. Let those ready to hear. And so I'm going to honor that guidance that I got. I'm looking forward to your comments, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, everybody. Ciao for now.